Hello, my name is Naseem, and in last video we got a fair understanding of different terminologies related to probability, like what is a experiment and what is a sample space of an experiment and how to calculate probability of a number of events of a sample space. So last time we used to have two different events related to this sample space, which is at least one head. This was the first event and we got this probability 3 by 4, and of the second event means tail on coin C2 means C1, tail on coin C1 was 2 by 4, which is half. We calculated this probability of these two events related to same sample space, and in today's video we will try to understand the fundamental of conditional probability. Means at the same time we have a sample space of a random experiment and we have two different events, event E and event F, and we will try to understand how occurrence of one event is affecting the probability of second event of the same sample space. So to try to understand of this conditional probability, let us do a third experiment, which is throwing three different coins, C1, 2 and 3. We have three different coins and these coins are fair coin, each coin having head and tail on its two different faces, right? And we are doing this experiment means throwing these tossing these three coins simultaneously, right? The first thing we will do is to collect the sample space, means all possible outcomes in this experiment. So we may get the first outcome when we are throwing these coins, which is head on each coin. Second outcome may be head on first coin, head on second coin, and third is showing tail. Third outcome may be the possible outcome, which is head on first coin, tail on second, and again head on third coin. And the next outcome may be tail on first coin, then head on second coin, and then head on second coin. Next outcome may be all the coin are showing tail. Next outcome may be tail on first, tail on second, and head on third. Second, tail on first, head on first, second, and tail on third. And the next may be head on first, tail on second, tail on third. I think we have these possible outcomes of this random experiment and we call it sample space. Now consider two different events, which is event E, and this event is at least two heads appear, right? At least two heads appear. And the second event is F, and event is first coin showing tail, and we need to calculate probability of these two events, right? So if we specifically talk about every event of the sample space, the probability is 1 by 8. Every event having probability 1 by 8, because total number of event is 8 and each event is 1 in itself. So every event is having probability of 1 by 8. Now try to understand the probability of at least two heads appear. So at least two heads, 1, 2 heads, 3, 4, right? We have 4 outcomes which is favorable to this event. We have these outcomes. First coin shows tail, so this is first, second, third, fourth. We have 4 different outcomes which are favorable to this event. We have 4 different outcomes. Now try to calculate probability of E. Probability of at least two heads appear is equals to number of favorable outcomes, which are 4, total number of outcomes, which are 8. So we have 1 by 2 probability of getting P and probability of event E. Same if we calculate probability of F is also 4 by 8, because number of favorable outcomes are 4 divided by 8 means total number of outcomes, and it becomes 1 by 2. For our understanding, what is the outcome which is common in these two events? So what is common? We have this event is common between these two events. We have this outcome common between these two events. So if we talk about E common F equals to what it is, this is common between these two events. Now try to understand the fundamental of conditional probability. Suppose someone is saying us what is the probability of at least two heads appear when the first coin is saying tail? Means there is a conditional probability between E and F. Means someone is saying what is the probability of E if F is already occurring. Means what is the probability of at least two heads appear if first coin shows tail. This is called conditional probability. Means we are trying to find out the probability of E if F is already occurring. The probability of getting a head, at least two heads, if first coin is showing tail. This is what conditional probability is, and we need to find out this probability, right? So the first thing we need to create is to define our sample space of this event, this conditional event, because we have given that probability of getting at least two heads if first coin shows tail. So all the outcomes which are not having first coin as a tail will not be part of our sample space, right? So our sample space would be all of the outcomes which have first coin as a tail. Let's define this outcome. So we, by default, we have this sample space, means the sample space of event F is the sample space of this next event. Means all of the outcomes which are showing tail on the first coin is the sample space for this event. Now we need to find out at least two heads. So what is the event which is having at least two heads? This is the event which is having at least two heads. Same as we already calculating probability of an event, what is the number of outcomes favorable to this event, which is 1, only THH, and what are the number of total outcomes for this? So we have these four outcomes. So the probability of getting at least two heads when first coin showing tail will be 1/4 of this random experiment. We already know the common between these two events means THH and THS. This is the common. So if we call about E common F and the outcome is T, means first coin tail, and both are heads, right? This is the event which is common to both of these events. So while calculating probability of E when F is already occurring, we need to calculate the common between these two events, number of common between these two events divided by number of outcomes which are favorable to F. So we have common to E and F, which is 1, this one and this one, and number of events which is favorable to F, which is 4. This is how we can calculate conditional probability of two different events, right? Now do some mathematics on it. Divide these two things by number of outcomes of sample space S. So we have N E common F divided by N S. Number of elements of sample space S means this one, alright, which is having 8 elements, and at the same time N of F divided by N S. This is what we have done while calculating P, E, F. Now fundamentally what it is, number of elements divided by common sample space, number of elements favorable to this event divided by number of sample space, number of all the favorable elements to the sample space. So this by definition is the probability of E, which is common to F, and this by definition is a probability of F. So the conditional probability of E when F is already occurring is actually probability of common element, which is E and F, and the probability of F of the sample space. This time we are talking about S. So the probability of elements which is common to events F and E of the sample space S to the probability divided by the probability of event F in the same sample space S. This is how we can calculate conditional probability of two different events related to same sample space, which is S in this case. Thank you for watching this video. Happy learning and see you in next video.